Luna Rossa dismasting breakdown. Yesterday, Luna Rossa's dismasted.
In a quite, let's say, rough way, no? So,
Exactly.
On like probably 20 knots of wind.
Yes, maybe they report slightly less, 15, 17, something like this. Not too rough water.
No,
But still
tough conditions.
Tough conditions for this kind of boats, sure.
For sure. So we don't know what happened. Was the key which made the mast dismast?
Exactly. But we can from the photos we saw today we can figure out quite easily.
Exactly.
It's for sure a piece that is on the forestay, on the bottom part of the forestay. So we don't know if it's part of the supplied equipment, which is talks about the forestay. So we don't know exactly where it arrives, the supplied part, or if it was a part made by the yacht itself, by Luna Rossa itself, to connect the forestry to the boat. So which is probably the case actually.
Or the boat itself also.
Or the boat itself, this could have happened.
We thank Pietro and Vittorio, and you can see more on our website at boatson.tv. This is the Sailing World on Water for January 31/20. This week we look back at Alex Thomson in 2019, the Hempel World Cup Series in Miami. We talked to Will Ryan and Matt Belcher, the 470 men's world champions. Francis Joyon takes 15 days from Hong Kong to Cape Town. We meet the teams in the first race in Sailing Arabia. The 43rd Windsurfer class of Australian Championships are on in South Australia. The Sailors League are heading out in Victoria. Ocean research is being conducted during the Clipper Round the World race. The Waszp Australian Championships are on in Port Stephens. And finally, more windsurfing highlights. Now, here's Alex Thomson and what happened in 2019.
British sailor Alex Thomson has launched the boat he hopes will sail him to a first ever Vendée Globe victory. Thomson launched the boat at an official christening ceremony on the River Thames in London.
Gosport sailor Alex Thomson embarks on his first major challenge in racing in the Transac Jacques Vabre race.
Storming BMG or Reach out of the channel, pretty amazing, startlingly fast, very happy with that. After 9 o'clock we hit something very hard in the water. Still we're in good spirits. The objective will be to get her fixed and get out sailing again.
this is actually the first time Matt and I have been back to the Hempel World Cup Series here in Miami. I think this Olympic period. We came across in 2015 was our last venture over here. For us this time around, it worked out really well. We had kind of a 6-month block without many events, and for all the Europeans, it's obviously a great summer location for them. Summer in Australia is also not too bad, but no, some great racing over here. Good 7 days of races, I think, of fleet racing and a tight medal race right at the end. So yeah, exactly what we came here for, and now we're looking forward to continuing the season onwards.
I think the strategy today was pretty simple. You know, there was 6 boats. The way it worked out in the final series, it had a chance to win the event, which is quite unique. And today was just a matter of just going out and trying to win the race. You know, it was a very different strategy than I guess we normally are in, but you know, it was fun. It was a really tight battle. You know, we had a chance, lost a chance, we came back. It's good for the spectators. So it's good viewing. But you know, I guess we're happy with the medal, and it's been a long week and good for our preparation to Tokyo.
The 470 class is quite unique. There's a number of teams at all really high level, and sometimes even more than one from per country. So for us, like all those boats in the top 10 are really quite worthy of medals. They're all done top performances throughout the quadrennial, and I guess for us, we're happy that we've probably done good results in a number of events. So we're trying to keep that consistency going forwards, but ultimately at the Olympics, I think everyone's around about the top step. So the rest of them, nice consolation, but we're all aiming for the top for sure.
Good question. You know, for us, it's about, as Will said, it's about being on top of the dice, and we were second in Rio, and we felt we can do better. We felt we can be a better sailor, and been super proud of our campaign to date. And the motivation is the Olympic Games. You know, that's what it's about. Every day we get up, we dream about standing on top of the dice, and that hasn't changed. Doesn't matter how many years, and I'm really lucky I have the opportunity and the support to be able to do something I love. And so I'm sure my wife's counting the number of days to Tokyo, but yeah, no, it's brilliant.
On est en train de passer au sud des 2 dépressions tropicales, Genoa et Brie. On a 30 mètres vent, un peu plus.
The 10th edition of the Sailing Arabia the Tour. We are here in Salalah, which is a very nice place to sail, and we're going around Oman as well, so it's going to be a very nice event, and looking forward for it.
We are very happy to be first for the stage 1, so we will try to continue like that in the same spirit for the next stage.
We are windsurfers. We are windsurfers. We are windsurfers.
Hey guys, welcome to the 2020 Windsurfer Class Australian Championships. We're here at the Brighton Seacliff Yacht Club, pristine waters with offshore racing. day 2 today. Unfortunately, day 1 was cancelled due to 2 large seas, and day 2's been a great day on the water. 2 more days to go ahead, and look forward to seeing everyone down the club. Cheers.
We are Windsurfers. Yeah!
Day 2 of the Sailing Champion League here in Geelong. Very shifty conditions. Has racing team and with Will Sargent on the helm coming into finals with a 1-point advantage.
So what does that mean? What do you got to do?
We just need to win 1 race for the win for this event, and then we've qualified already for the finals.
Oh, that finish was the closest racing I've had in a long time. So we were lucky that we managed to get down enough to block their wind a little bit and sail through on the pin. Now Will's got the extra points, and now we've levelled up on him. So yeah, we'll go into this next race and see if we can knock the mole off the game. His goose wing in the first leg was really that's what got him through Ollie and really caught up to us. So yeah, I used to match race with him, and that's a strategy that we've used quite a lot in the asymmetric. So yeah, it was really good by him.
Well, with the other guys having won a race each, it's pretty much a winner takes all. So to stay alive, we kind of just had to risk it. So we just went the complete other end to them, and fortunately it paid for us. It's so shifty here. You never know what happens, so that's basically the strategy. We just flip the coin, hit the pin end and went. So.
Oh well, we basically had to win, otherwise whoever won that race would take the series. Well, that's our 3 minutes. So we're like, oh, we'll give that a red hot crack.
Jibe in against Alex, who really sailed really well in those last 2, to be leading both of them. And luckily the guys said to me, come down, Sarge is there. So yeah, no, credit to these guys. I think in that last race, and the other one that we were leading that we didn't win, was all SS factor, skipper stupidity. So I've had a few of those this week, and these guys have kept me level. So yeah, it's been fantastic.
We'll put you up and put me at the final.
Yeah, Chapo, look out.
Dropped what's called a floater buoy, which gathers data. It gathers barometric pressure, drift, temperature, and it lasts for 3 years. And the more of these go out, the more information that they can get about the oceans and what the changes are happening. I mean, the one thing that really sticks in my mind is the fact that we know more about periods of space than we do about our own oceans, and the oceans have such an impact on the whole of the climate. If you just look and see how storms last for longer, it's because there's more heat in the oceans. That to me is a way of saying about the climate change.
Really exciting that we can be a part of helping the future, and the fact that the Clipper race goes to sort of these remoter places than most commercial vessels. Quite exciting that, you know, we're part of it and our data will be used by lots of people around the world.
As well as the drifting buoys, 2 of the boats will be reporting the weather directly themselves. Twice a day they will make observations of air pressure, temperature, humidity, wind speed and direction, the state of the sea and the swell and visibility, clouds, and report that back to us. All of that information goes into our weather forecast models. And hopefully information in time to affect the quality of the forecasts that are going back to the boats that are actually involved in the race. And so that hopefully helps them in their efforts to sail faster.
Welcome to the final day of the 2020 Australian Waszp Championships. We've had a pretty trying day out there. We got one race away early this morning, and then the breeze from the south died, as was forecast, and then came in from the northeast. We were really lucky. We just got in before the time window of shutting down the racing at 3 o'clock, but we got a great race, great final race in a good nor'easter, about 10 to 12 knots, and just beside me I've got the 2 winners. So the overall champion, we got Seb Menzies, mate. Unbelievable performance coming over to Australia and really just turned it on, mate.
Yeah, well, it came to a bit of surprise to me, I guess. I haven't done that much in the Waszp, but yeah, it's great to come over here with the Aussies and have a good race around.
How'd you find the racing, mate? Just like compare it to, you know, I guess all your other classes that you've been sailing and everything like that?
Yeah, I think it's real good to get that, like the speed dynamic and downwind, doing like apparent wind sailing and stuff like that. It's great, yeah.
Yeah, and you've normally been sailing obviously 420, 470 and that sort of thing, so Waszp is a little bit different to that, but getting around the corners, you had no dramas getting around the track?
No, today I did put the bow in.
Yep.
Lost a couple places, I think, but that was all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to see you back in New Zealand, mate, and obviously we've got the 2021 Waszp Games in New Zealand. What can you tell the people about the venue there? We're at Wakatiri, mate. What's it like out there, and what's the local fleet going to be like? Pretty hot?
I think there'll be a lot of Kiwis there, and Wakatiri is, we can get any condition. Usually we can get quite a lot of wind and quite a lot of waves, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that'll sort a few people out. Well done, mate. Congratulations on a great effort and well sailed. Jack Ferguson, a few nervous moments there, but you got the Australian Championship in the last race by 1 point over Benny Gunther, and made a bit the same as Seb over there. How did you find the racing dropping into the Waszp? And obviously you've done a bit of time in the Waszp, but obviously it's a regatta that you wanted to win, and you set out to win. And how did you find the racing?
Oh yeah, awesome racing. Especially chasing all the Kiwi blokes around, just made for a lot of fun, and yeah, just stoked that I can come.
Oh, pretty quick.
Yeah, really quick. So I guess I got a bit of work to do for upcoming regattas, but yeah, it was awesome fun. So
yeah, absolutely. And you're gonna stick around, do the Waszp, and a few more regattas, obviously, as the summer phases out. I know the New South Wales States are in a couple of weeks. You're gonna line up for those ones?
Oh yeah, that's the plan.
Yep.
Get out to that. So yeah,
Yep.
keen for it.
Excellent. And obviously Auckland 2021. Probably you're not coming to Garda. You can't come to Garda with the 420 Worlds Clash, but obviously Auckland 2021 on the cards, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
Gonna have to sharpen up a bit. I think we got a bit of work to do to chase these boys.
Yeah, hopefully get some good training together around New South Wales because we've got a bunch of boats, but unfortunately just, I guess, struggling to get them all together at the same time, but especially with the States coming up, it's going to be awesome. So
yeah, I think that's something that's happening further as we get into the Waszp, the structure around the coaching and actually just getting together more often and racing. I know the Victorian fleet is in the same boat, you know, and they're really pushing to get some more racing, and I'm sure that's going to help. I think based on how those guys sailed, you can tell that they have done a bit more racing in the boats, and that's going to be a real key going forward, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Yeah. Well, well done, mate, and good luck for the rest of the year. And yeah, we hope to see you back in a Waszp very, very shortly, mate.
Yeah, thanks so much. Thank you.
We are Windsurfer.
We are Windsurfer.